everyone. Welcome to Chat with CHAP. I am your host, Ginger Wade. And look, I have a special guest on today. Sara is
Hello.
with me. And we are going to tell you about some great fun things and opportunities for connection and encouragement coming up this winter, because who doesn't need it? Now, today it's gorgeous outside. I'm looking out my window. It's snowing. It's beautiful. I think it is at Sarah's house too.
Yes, it is.
And we love it, but it is just what? January 6th, and so we have a lot of winter to go through yet. So we have made plans. We here at CHAP have made plans because we know how long the winter lasts and what it feels like till you get to the end of February. So we are going to share with you all about what we have planned to help you get through the winter into the spring and the warmer, wonderful days. Sara, what is going on? What do we have planned?
There's so much going on, Ginger. We are very excited to be bringing back our Midwinter Conference. This is such a wonderful event. It is a smaller event that compared to convention, but that is kind of nice because you just get to be with other homeschool parents, being encouraged by speakers who are there not to sell curriculum, but just to pour into us and to give us that extra boost we need to keep going and to finish strong. So our Midwinter Conference is going to again be at the Lancaster Farm and Home Center, February 21st and 22nd.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. One of the reasons I do like it is the focus is on encouragement. It's really just on connecting with each other. It's not about selling stuff. We do have a few vendors coming this year, but it's not going to be like convention where you have this whole space for that. It's really, truly, so you have that strength, right? To just continue on and to keep going. And we have some really encouraging speakers coming this year. We do have Kevin Bowden coming, which normally he's from HSLDA, guys. And, you know, our guy is Will Estrada, who is amazing, but he wasn't available for this weekend. So he suggested Kevin. And Sara and I met Kevin down in Tennessee this past year. And he is going to talk to us a little bit about what's going on nationally on the homeschool front. Life has been pretty awesome in homeschool land recently, even in Pennsylvania, where we have a few more hoops to jump through. But there's some stuff on the rise, and we need to be ready. We can't be complacent. And he's going to talk a little bit about that. He's also going to encourage us with other things too. But so he is coming. And Sara, what happened? What is going on here with like Andrew Pudewa? Who is this Andrew Pudewa guy? What's going on?
If you don't know already who Andrew Pudewa is, he is the man behind Institute for Excellence in Writing, which is a wonderful writing curriculum. I know me as a homeschool mom, writing is one of the hardest things to teach your kids and to know how to teach your kids and how to grade and all of that. So he has created this amazing curriculum. And it's not just writing, it's all of language arts, public speaking as well. And he is coming to speak to us at Midwinter Conference. He's going to be our keynote, for lack of a better word. He's going to be there for us, giving us encouragement and helping us along the way. And he's also going to be bringing his whole crew across our state, because a lot of our events, most of our events, happen in the southeast portion of Pennsylvania. There's a whole lot more Pennsylvania out there. We are a huge state, and we want to encourage homeschoolers all across the entire state. So we're doing what's called a whistle stop tour. So get on your train and go, woo, woo. We're going to be seeing Andrew. He's coming to 2 different locations other than the Midwinter. So he's going to start at Midwinter and then move across the state, going then to State College and then out to Pittsburgh. So we're very excited for these smaller events that we can reach out and say, hey, CHAP is here for all of Pennsylvania. And we're very, very excited to be bringing this to you.
Yes. And another part of what's happening in Midwinter Conference, now this is Sara's phrase, I'm going to steal it. It's the dynamic demi duo is coming to the Midwinter Conference this year. So you guys know Steve Demi. You know, he's the one who kind of got this Midwinter Conference stuff started. We partnered with him. he has handed it over to us, but he is coming back because he is awesome and he really
Yes,
loves
he
you
is.
guys. He wants to support you. He wants to encourage you. He is coming back to bring that encouragement, but we're also going to be blessed by his son, Ethan Demi, who is currently running the Demi Learning Group, if you're familiar with them. But he will be there speaking on all kinds of different things, from civics to being a dad with homeschooling and all sorts of things. He is a great speaker too. So we're really looking forward to having him with us at Midwinter. So I'm really excited about our guy speakers. We have five guy speakers, I think, coming in, and there's 3 of us ladies who are going to be talking. And I don't know, I'm just really excited because part of what we're going to be talking about at the Midwinter Conference is dads and homeschooling. Guys, you walked up to us at convention last year and you said, please, we want more podcasts and more things for dads. Well, that is going to be coming at you.
We listened.
Yes. And it's going to be coming at you in spades at the Midwinter Conference. I mean, I think each one of the guys who's going to be speaking there is going to be touching on being a dad and homeschooling in some way. If it's not a whole session, it'll be in part of their session. So I don't know. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be
absolutely.
really cool. Yeah. And then our ladies will be Gretchen Rowe, who was there last year, and Bridget Anderson, who was there last year, and myself. So we are all returners, but so very excited to encourage you. Bridget, is a coach, Christian coaching, and she has a heart for homeschool mamas, and she's going to be talking to not only moms, but the dads too. And then Gretchen will be talking a lot of special needs things. And Steve will be doing that too. So we will be talking about special needs, dads, just encouragement for moms. I'm going to be hitting some encouragement for mom subjects and stuff like that. And so it's really just that whole package of care that is going to be here for you. And Ray, do you want me to talk about Ray D'Agostino? He's local to me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So Ray D'Agostino is a commissioner, Lancaster County commissioner. And I asked him to come in because he does this really wonderful talk about government roles. Like, who are these people and what are they doing? Like, what does the chief clerk do? What on earth is that? Like, you're voting for these people, right? And you have no idea what they're supposed to be doing. Well, he has this wonderful seminar on it. So he is going to be coming in to do that for us. And so if you need some civics education for yourself, for your kids, whatever, that is a great session to come to. He's going to be sharing about those things. And he and I believe our other Lancaster County Commissioner, Josh Parsons, is going to both be there to get to meet you, to talk to you about some things. If you're local, you can come in and talk to them about specific Lancaster County things. But I think for anybody to talk to a commissioner, what do you do? Why should I connect to my commissioner? All these types of things. How does a commissioner support me? I think it'd be excellent for you guys to come and get to know these guys. They are coming to get to know the homeschool community. So please come out so that these guys can get to know what homeschoolers are like, what homeschoolers want, what homeschoolers need, and what it's like to be a homeschooler. I don't know that either of them have homeschooled. I do know they're homeschool friendly, but I think it's good to give them some more information about us and who we are. Yeah. So, Sarah, what's new at the Midwinter Conference this year?
Okay. So one thing that will not be there is a teen track. So last year we did have about 20 or so teenagers participate in an Unbound teen track. So that's a company that comes and does a lot of leadership training. And we had great success with that. Everybody who participated had a great time. So instead of just having them come for a smaller event, we booked them for a convention. Yay! So we're very excited. That's a little teaser there for you for something that's coming along down the pike. But with our focus on encouragement and connection, we really wanted to put all of our mind to putting us together. So we're not doing a teen track this year. We're focusing more on the times that we have for connecting with each other. Because, I mean, we sometimes can feel like we're on an island, and we want to get rid of that. We want to make sure people have opportunities to be in a room with other like-minded homeschooling families and just spend that time together, connecting and encouraging one another. So that is something that's different. No teen track, but if you were there and loved Unbound, come to convention because they're coming. And then also with that whole connection, we're having a 2 hour, is that right?
Yep.
2 hour lunch break in the middle of each day so that you can have time to talk to a couple of vendors who will be there. All of our speakers are going to be staying to stick around and speak with you and each other. So we're going to have all of that time built into, so you dads who got to see each other can hang out and talk dear stories or whatever it is you want to talk about. And you moms can share, this is what my kid's going through. This is what and realize you're not the only ones. It's really such a wonderful opportunity that we're going to give you to get together. And lunch will be part of our convention as well. You don't have to go find lunch. Once you're there, you can stay there. So Ginger, what do they have to do for lunch?
So here's the cool thing. I don't know, any of you guys are local might know R&K subs, but they are a sub place and they do a lot of the fundraisers around for sports and schools and stuff like that. So I reached out to them and they are going to deliver us our fresh sandwiches both Friday and Saturday. So as you register, when you go out there to midwinter.chaponline.com, part of the registration process is you can select to purchase a meal. So the meal is your standard size, so it's like your foot long sub. And then you get like cookies and chips and a drink. So it can be a soda. I think they have soda options and they have water. So when you go in registration, you can choose that, and then you can choose what type of sub you want as the registration goes on. So the cool thing is when you order a sub, CHAP, it's like a fundraiser for us. So they're a fundraiser group. So we're setting it up like a fundraiser. So for every sandwich meal that you purchase, we'll get $2. So not only does it bring a lunch to you right on site, and our lovely children will be handing them out. But it also gives a little mini donation to CHAP with every meal that you choose. So you can choose to do just Friday, you can choose to do just Saturday, you can do both days. But yeah, so it is there ready for you. And that is really, I don't know, I think it's really super handy because then you'll have it right there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hopefully have some tables and chairs set up in convenient areas or the lobby or whatever, so that you have time to sit down and like Sara said, we are asking the speakers to stick around and to be available over that lunchtime hour so you can have conversations with them, ask questions that might have come up in the sessions in the morning, or just get to know other people, get to know other attendees. We'll be available. I'll be around. Sara will be around. Our husbands will be there if you want to connect with any of the CHAP folks, if you want to talk to us about joining the team and encouraging homeschoolers like we are doing in organizing these events. So anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that time. And that was a direct response to someone last year wrote in and said, I would love to have more time to talk to people. And so we had this idea and I'm like, you know what, this is a really good idea. Let's do this thing. So there you have it. Mix and mingle lunch. We love our alliteration. If you know me and Ro, we love our alliteration. Anywhere we can stick in the alliteration, we do that. So mix and mingle lunch. There you go.
So I have a question, Ginger. Can they sign
Yes.
up for lunch at the event?
No, because we have to pre-order it. So the week before, we got to send all the orders into R&K so they can be prepared for that weekend. So you do have to order by Valentine's Day. I have to give them the numbers on Valentine's Day, which is a Friday this year. So so you can make your Valentine's Day plans a while too. But yes, I do need to know that registration for that will be shut down by then. You can still come to the event, obviously.
Right.
Walk-ins are more than welcome. But I cannot get you a lunch if you don't pre-order. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Good question.
So speaking of lunch and all things food, we will also be having a coffee station. Woohoo! Yes, for all of us who live on caffeine. That's me. So yes, there will be a coffee station set up both days. So that is another awesome thing that we had last year. So we're going to continue with that as well. I don't know. Is
Yes.
there anything else we need to say about Midwinter?
I think the only other thing I would mention is there are going to be some vendors there. Like last year, we had the speakers had tables because we had Ginny and she has a business and some other folks. And our
Mm-hmm.
speakers this year, really, Demi will be there, obviously, because three of our folks are Demi folks. And of course, we'll have our table. But so we're going to have a few vendors in there. We might have, I'm not sure who else coming at this point. I haven't even checked the vendor list, but we are going to have a few people there. Some are local, some are, not some of it. I
Yeah.
think there's a possible lamplighter person. So just be books, like encouraging things like that. We're looking
Mm-hmm.
just to keep it small,
Yeah.
intimate, and just things that are encouraging. Books over the winter are a great thing. I mean, who doesn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
that? So, yeah. So, yeah, that's the only other thing is that there will be, and it'll be arranged a little bit differently this year. Last year we were all out in the lobby. I think this year it's going to be in the big room to the left, and the lobby will be more open for hanging out and doing our mix and mingle. So, but
Yeah.
it's still going to be a great, wonderful time of connection. And one of the things I love about the Farm and Home Center is the parking lot is so huge and
Yes.
it's just not it's no stress. It's kind of tucked away back in there behind the car dealerships and stuff in Lancaster, but
Mm-hmm.
when you get in there, it's not a scary location. The parking lot is
Yep. Yep.
great. It is like no sweat. You get in there and it just feels like this really comfortable space. So I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah. It is a great location. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's it for Midwinter. So let's talk a little bit about this whistle stop thing. Like, so Midwinter is like 2 days and it has all this stuff going on. And it's technically the beginning of our whistle stop tour because whistle stops are 3 or 4 stops. So Saturday is our Andrew Pudewa day. At Midwinter, Friday is our Kevin Bowden day. So those are two things. But then we're going on to this whistle stop. So let's talk a little bit more about that. What's that about?
All right. So grab your train gear and we're going to stop in 2 more locations. So we're starting, like Ginger said, on February 22nd, the Saturday of Midwinter is when Andrew is going to start his tour. And then continuing the rest of that week, we have Tuesday, the 24th, he's going to be in State College. And we have a really, really beautiful church location that we're going to be using. And Andrew's going to speak 2 times during that event, one at 4:30
Yes.
and then one at 7:30 and or 7 somewhere in there. And
Like
in
7.
between, there's going to be a light dinner provided. So when you register for these events, you are also getting a dinner included. It's a light dinner and there's not going to be any special dietary needs covered. So if you do have special allergies, please plan ahead for that. But we want you to come and be able to, again, be with other homeschool families in your area and connect and be encouraged. Andrew has 2 different talks. One is going to be more specifically nuts and bolts, and the other one is going to be big picture and, giving you that oomph of, just encouragement that you need to keep going. And so that's happening Tuesday, February 24th in State College. And then we're going to get on that train and go further into the state to Pittsburgh. And we're going to have another great event, the same outline starting at 4:30. He's going to speak. Then we'll have time for dinner and mingling. And then 7 o'clock again, he's going to speak. There will also be an opportunity for Q&A. So that one is the 25th in Pittsburgh. What am I missing?
Yes, that's just about it. I just want to tell you what the titles are because maybe that will entice you to come
Okay.
to the whistle stop. So, the nuts and bolts topic is cultivating language arts preschool through high school. So that's gonna be at 4:30. And the reason we're doing that one first, not your general one, is because 4:30 moms might be available, but maybe dads aren't. So, we talked about some nuts and bolts stuff in the afternoon, maybe when folks are still at work or whatever. So 4:30 till 6, we break for dinner. You can like Sarah said, there will be Q&A. Like Andrew really wants to be here to connect with you guys. He really wants you
Yeah.
to be able to ask your questions. He wants to give ample time for asking questions. He also wants to give us time to tell you about CHAP. So you might not know a lot about CHAP. You might not know what the resources are out there. So we will be giving a little spiel also to tell you what our resources are, where to find them, how to connect with us, so that you do not walk through your homeschooling journey like Sara said earlier, I'm an island, I'm alone, I don't know what to do, I don't know who to talk to. So that's part of the purpose of these whistle stop tours, is to make sure that you guys are connected to and are aware of us too. So, and then yes, the light dinner at 6, where everybody can continue to chat and connect with each other. So again, we're really looking at this connection concept. And then the evening talk that starts at 7 is called, this is the best alliteration like ever. Listen up. It is Conquering Corrupt Culture, Raising Christian Communicators. I think that's wonderful.
Ah,
I love the
yes.
title, but the topic is amazing. So,
Yeah.
any of you were working earlier and you can come out to an evening thing, even if you just come to that evening session, any
Yeah.
of you moms, dads, whatever, doesn't even have to be homeschoolers. This is good information for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of corruption and garbage going on in our culture right now. And no one really knows how to communicate anymore. I just kind of feel like with
Mm.
all the technology, the ability to communicate is going down the tube. So I'm
Yep.
really, really interested to see what this talk is about and what Andrew's going to share with us. So I don't know. It sounds super encouraging to me. So if you
Yeah.
can't make it into Midwinter, as I know, there's snow, it is winter time. We are coming to
Mm-hmm.
you, State College and Pittsburgh, Lancaster also. So we're doing it. We're doing it. And thank you to the teams who are out there making this stuff happen. It's just so awesome to have people reaching out and offering to support getting these types of events out there for you guys so you can be connected. We did have something, Sara, about a book. What do we
Yes.
have to share
Yes.
about a book?
So when you come to these whistle stop locations and you sit and listen to Andrew and you say, wow, I wish he wrote a book because he has so much wisdom. Well, he did. He did write a book. It's called However Imperfectly. I love that title. And he
Yes.
wants to give that book to everyone who comes for free if he wants to connect you also to CHAP. So if you register for convention or give CHAP a donation, Andrew's going to give you this book for free. And he probably will even sign it and talk to you, and you'll get some great face to face time with Andrew himself. So, However Imperfectly is the name of the book. He is graciously wanting to give that away for everyone who registers for CHAP convention, which happens June 12th through the 14th, or gives a donation to CHAP to keep all of these kinds of events coming to you. And we're growing our what I think of as a ministry. It is just such a wonderful thing that we have here in Pennsylvania and beyond to minister to our homeschool families. So if you want to keep that going, come to these events and give us a donation and you'll get Andrew's book for free, which we're very excited to do. And I know that I said those words, register for a convention. That is not open right now. But if you are at any of these 3 events, you will be the first ones who are able to register. You'll get the best price and you'll get to hear all of the things that we have not yet released, all of the exciting things that are coming to a convention this year. So you
Yay!
definitely want to be here. Yep.
Yes. Yes. So exciting. So yeah, if you are waiting for information, what's going on with convention?
Yep.
Well,
Convention.
hey, these events are where you're going to find out, and then you can be the first people to get signed up for the convention. So, and I have read Andrew's book. I have it. I've been reading through it. I haven't gotten through all of it, but the stories are so encouraging. It is really good. He has such good stories. He's a good storyteller. He connects to people well, and that's why I'm excited that he's doing this. And if you
Yeah.
guys are not familiar with him, come on out. You will be, I don't know, encouraged. You will be strengthened. You will be given wisdom to continue
Mm-hmm.
your journey. And anytime when we can come together and be encouraged in what we're doing is time well spent. So
Yes.
we would love to see you at those. I know I will be at Midwinter. I will also be at State College. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. And yeah, if there's other things that you have questions about, please do not hesitate to send in a message. You could comment below, or you can write into us at staff@chaponline.com, or use the contact form out there. Oh, all these things are listed at chaponline.com/events. Okay, so
Yes.
if you go to our events tab on our homepage, you'll find all three of these things. You can register for all of them if you want to go all over the state, or choose
Yeah.
the one that's closest to you. And we can't wait to see you. And I tell you what, if you are out of the state, we had so many out of state folks come to Midwinter Conference last year, folks
Yeah.
from Delaware,
Yep.
Jersey. I don't know if they were, I think up from Maryland, like just all
Mm-hmm.
around. Please come in. You will be, there's stuff for everybody here. There's
Yeah.
encouragement for everybody. This is not Pennsylvania specific stuff. I mean, even the whistle stops, you can come up from, come in from Ohio or come up from West Virginia or whatever. It is
Mm-hmm.
encouragement for you too. So we welcome you with open arms. We love our neighboring states, and we want to support you too. So yeah, I think that's it, Sarah. Is there anything else we wanted to share?
I think we covered it. We definitely are looking forward to these 3 opportunities to meet you face to face, for you to get to know us as CHAP and see what we have for you all year long, not just at conventions. So we're very excited to offer these 3 events to get to know you better and to know how we can serve you better.
Yay. Yay. Because that's why we're here. All right, everybody, enjoy the snow. If you can, get out and sled. I don't think this is packable. I don't think it's snowman snow this time. I don't know. It seems a little bit light and fluffy, but I could be wrong. But enjoy it. Make sure you're enjoying what God brings your way in your
Mm-hmm.
homeschool. And I don't know, for some
Yeah.
of you, this is probably the first or second day back, maybe from Christmas. I know we're trying to
It's
get
our
ourselves
first.
started up this week. Oh man, it's always like, oh. And it was a long break this time for whatever reason. I guess because Christmas is on Wednesday. It was a
The
long
way it
break.
worked. Yep.
So anyway, we're all in the same boat as you. We're trying to get
Yeah.
ourselves back in the groove, and it's all good. It's all good. Do not worry. Do not
Mm-hmm.
fret. Just go with the flow, and God will lead you through it. And you guys will just, you'll grow in your relationships, and you'll grow in your learning, and just wherever it is that God leads you, go with it. So, okay. Thanks for joining us this morning. And Sarah and I'm sure we'll be back before too long to share with you
Yes.
about some other things that will be going on. All
Stay
right.
tuned.
If we do not see you before then, we'll see you in February at the Midwinter. And yeah, have a great winter time until then. All right. We'll see you all later. Take care now.
Bye.
Bye.